The great Ralph Waldo Emerson. The great Ralph Waldo Emerson was born in Boston, Massachusetts on May 25, 1803. He was an American transcendentalist, philosopher, and poet during the 19th century. He is considered to be one of the most influential writers of his time. During that time, his work influenced writers and thinkers throughout the world. Myself and many others believe that this work is still relevant in today's society and is still studied. Emerson believed that nature was in us, a part of us, and in all of us, not just in its higher forms, but even in its grotesqueries and wildness. He believed man and nature are one, and that everyone can recognize that they are a uniquely significant human being. In his 1836 essay, Nature, Emerson pointed out that we are viewing the world and nature through the eyes of other people, by their books and beliefs. He challenged us to view nature through our own eyes and imagination by stating, why should we not also enjoy an original relation to the universe? This has been my own personal philosophy as well. Knowledge is limited, but imagination is endless, like the universe itself. That is quite profound and incredible if you really think about it. A philosopher equal to nature's method must always be mindful that, according to Emerson, nature hates monopolies and exceptions, and that the value of the universe contrives to throw itself into every point. If the good is there, so is the evil. One of his epiphanies was that if great men could be ordinary, why can't ordinary men be great? Mr. Ralph Waldo Emerson believed and wrote on self-reliance. His self-reliance essay is composed of 3 parts focusing on the significance of self-reliance, the individual in self-reliance, and society in self-reliance. One of the ideas of Emerson's transcendentalist philosophies was that trying to reform society would not be successful until you found your place in it. In other words, you had to find a way to become the best version of yourself and how you can contribute to the world. You don't want to become some kind of robot being told what to do, how to think, etc. In fact, I no longer have a Facebook account, and I've almost stopped watching TV altogether because of this. I'm focusing on my goals and dreams and don't have time to listen to or think about other opinions. An individual or a society who fails to realize oneself and one's calling will lead them to fall far below their own potential. Society has been taught to follow the rules versus following their own individual dictates. Emerson believed that no one could be themselves because they were all busy being what they thought they were supposed to be. By following oneself, he or she may in turn go out into the world and find meaning. I believe that this will lead to a much more fulfilling life where you can give more, contribute more, and even love more. By doing all these things, you will in turn find happiness and purpose. Everything that matters is here and now, not tradition and not in others' opinions. Emerson believed that no past moment was more important than the present moment. No tradition was more important than novelty, and no generation was more important than the current generation. The great Ralph Waldo Emerson was against organized religion and believed that God existed in everything, and that God was not separated from us, but instead was a part of us. According to the Associated University Press's 2010, in spirit he is the happiest man because he learns from nature the lesson of worship, rather than clinging to the alienating view that nature amounts to nothing more than a sort of irreducible materiality. He believed that we must live from within, trusting nothing but our own intuitions. He believed that God existed in every part of creation, from the smallest grain of sand to the stars. He believed that we are all part or particles of God. Mr. Ralph Waldo Emerson's teachings are still relevant today. Children are taught now to be individuals and try to find their purpose. TV shows such as the world-renowned Oprah Winfrey and even my favorite, T.D. Jakes and Tony Robbins, all teach on this very topic. That is to be your own person, to be able to rely on yourself and have purpose, which in turn gives you fulfillment and joy. You can have more degrees than a thermometer and more money than you know what to do with, but if you don't know who you are, Emerson has taught us, you can never really live a meaningful life.